Hey guys, this is Jay from Jay02 Reviews. In this video, I will be reviewing a Legend of Zelda game on the Switch, and it's very popular. It's Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and this game costs $60. You can get it on the eShop or on a physical copy. It was obviously made by Nintendo, and this video will just be an overview of what I like about the game, my thoughts on it, and let me say that these are all great thoughts. This is in commemoration of the Hyrule Age of Calamity release that releases tomorrow. Let me start out by saying, out of all the Zelda games I've ever played, this one is probably my at least second favorite one. It's only like one complaint, but the rest is all great. I found this game to be one of my funnest experiences on the Switch. I've been playing it to completion. I got the DLC and started playing Master Mode. And let me first off by saying this world is humongous. Like you're seeing here, these images. I've been to all these places on the thing, so it's not on the game, so it's not like fake or anything. And it looks amazing, every little aspect of it. The animals, you can hunt for food. And speaking of animals, this isn't your ordinary Zelda where you get hearts as you progress. You get hearts and health by hunting animals, like an actual, like how you would regularly. You hunt for food and you eat it. And then you get energized and stuff, so it helps that you can get all this extra health from animals, along with boarding horses and other little aspects with animals that I like. You get three main weaponry components: swords or melee weapons and stuff like that, bows, and shields. You can carry a limited amount of these, but your supply can be lifted up if you go to on your way to Kakariko Village. Or as you progress through the game, you'll meet I forgot his name, but you'll meet him and he asks you to bring him maracas, and if you find Koroks, these little things that are all over the place, he'll make your inventory stronger and make it bigger. And this is one of the things that I liked about the game, how it had this inventory of weapons that you can use to attack enemies. There are different stats of enemies, different types, like as you're seeing here. And there are bosses, like the Stone Talus. I believe there's some Hinox around there. And there's even skeleton Hinoxes, which also fight later in the game. And all these little things about Breath of the Wild make it fun. So in the game, you're set up in this world where 100 years later, you, the hero, have basically been revived. What happened was Ganon unleashed a calamity on the world and Hyrule, and he controlled these robots that Hyrule people brought up from the ground. And these robots were supposed to help them fight Ganon, and he took control of them and they took over everything, meaning that once they controlled, everything went south for everyone. Everything was bad. And now 100 years later, you, Link, have woken up. You were a knight that protected Princess Zelda, and you've woken up, and in this after the apocalypse of the Guardians and everything, those are the robots, you are tasked to stop Ganon now by going to the castle, saving Princess Zelda and defeating him. But you're not in regular Zelda games that I've played. You at least start out with some sort of gear or weapon, like a sword or something. But in this game, you start out with basically nothing. There's no way of you ever having a weapon given to you. You have to get it yourself, and this is something that I found very freeing about the game. Even after you beat the first there's like a first part called the Great Plateau. You get to go out into the world, and you could go to wherever your map says you should go to maybe get some more story details. But you don't have to listen to the game. It's open. There's no limitations on where you can't and cannot go. And you could have went straight to the castle right after that. Probably not the best idea. You'll be on low defenses and everything, but you could have. Also, I forgot to mention, Divine Beast are these robot, also like mechanical machines that were like with the Guardians and stuff. There's 4 of them. One's a chameleon robot, well, there's a bird, there's a camel, and there's a elephant. And those were piloted by 4 champions that were of each race of Hyrule, like Rito, Gorons, and Zoras. And as you progress through the game, those people who piloted the Divine Beast were your friends, meaning that they were your friends, and they died basically because it took place 100 years ago. They died as they were fighting. That's why everything looks like so empty and nothing really has happened, like Ganon destroying everything. And since they all died, it was up to you to save them from the Divine Beast, because they have like kept them inside there forever, and until you come and go and save them. And literally the only thing that's keeping Ganon from destroying basically Hyrule is Zelda's power that she still couldn't even control yet. So it is a very hard task for Link and for everyone in the game for them to fight. Because I believe if you save all Divine Beasts, you will be able to get their abilities, and when you go to Ganon, they unleash like a whole blast. It's a great scene that you would see. I love that part. It was the best cinematic like sort of part of the game, and that was something I really liked about this game as well. Also, as you progress through the game, you will find these stables, and I know earlier I believe I mentioned that you could go and get horses at these stables in the wild, and you could use the horse. If you go to the stable, you could use the horse for your own purpose, basically like making it as your pet or something. And as you progress, your horse will pretty much become like your best friend, because if it dies or anything by a guardian, you'll be a little sad after, saying that was your favorite horse, or maybe it helped you with something. But you get to add gear to your horses, and these different gears, they don't really do anything. They just make your horse look better. So it's like a good customization mechanic, along with the customization mechanic of Link. You could probably see in the footage I'm showing you that he's wearing one thing right now, like a blue, I forgot what it's called, blue shirt or something, and he has like some, I guess, trousers on, and he was, throughout the game footage, he mostly will have this on, but throughout the game, there are different villages, and in these villages, you would be able to have more. They'll sell clothes for sale, and my favorite is the winter clothes. I like how they look, and you get those from Rito Village, and those clothes can have certain abilities. I believe the one I just talked about, the Rito clothes, they are like cold resistant, and yes, you do get, if you are in a hot place, like the Death Mountain for the Gorons, you will burn because you have no like guard of that heat. And if you're in a very cold area like here, you will die because you don't have anything protecting you from, I guess, getting hypothermia or something. And this part of it also helps with the clothing mechanic because, unlike the horses, at least I don't think that the horses can do anything. The horses' gear can do anything. Unlike those horses, your clothes would actually help you in like battle and stuff to progress through the game. And this gives a lot of progression to this game. And this is one of the things I really like about it. The sense of progression as you go through the game. And there might be a less sense of progression if you go straight to Ganon, but I really doubt that you'll make it there because it's really a hard boss at the end. And with that, let me just go on to the complaint and then say the rest of the stuff that I like about the game. The one complaint that I have about this game is that the ending. Now, yes, I am going to be talking about the ending, so if you don't want to hear any more big story spoilers, you might want to skip to the end or skip a couple, like a minute or so. But the ending, so you fight Ganon and with whatever weaponry you have, and you fight Ganon, and then you go to this place with your horse automatically there. Don't know how that happened. I guess horses can read minds because they know where you are at the exact moment. But whatever that has to do with anything is not important. So you're with your horse, and Zelda can't hold Ganon much longer. And Ganon's turned into this giant pig. Of course it's a pig. Must be Ganon's spirit animal or something. And he tries to attack you, and you hit him with light arrows that Zelda has given you to defend against him. They're like the only arrows that can really hurt him. Well, they do hurt him, but the only ones in his rage form that could hurt him enough that it only takes a couple of shots to kill him. And once that's over, you get to use a glider that you get and fly up to the top and aim your bow at it and get him in his eye to basically defeat him. Once you defeat him, he's gone. And Zelda comes out of nowhere and basically uses her power that was hard for her to control and kills Ganon. Okay. She doesn't really... It's weird, because the way she kills Ganon is what's the bad part to me. She kills him by using her light powers, and Ganon just charges at her one more time, and then she uses her light powers, Zelda uses her light, or whatever power she has, and Ganon poofs away. That's it. There's no, like, ending sequence where he talks for a bit about how he'll come back. No. He poofs away. Just like something that poofs away. And once he poofs away, it's just like it's just a quick ending. It's different from other endings because after you kill Ganon, then Link and Zelda talk, and then she says Hyrule was saved because of you, yada yada yeah, fun stuff, and then you finish the game. But before you finish the game, that's it. You don't get any like secret ending. Well, you do, but if you get all the memories and if you get all the memories and if you free all the divine beasts, you get another little ending. Nothing too important to the story, but it is still a secret ending. And it's so different from other endings I've seen in games. Like Ocarina of Time, another Zelda game, ended like this. So they both went to the prison, Zelda and Link, and then Link saved them. They went to the past. Link looks like Zelda, and then they stare at each other at the end to see if they remember either of each other, because they went to the present and they were older and they fought Ganon. He's gone, and they came back and they just stared at each other. And that was a perfect game ending. For if you played the game, you would understand, but it's a perfect game ending because there was a little sense of mystery, and there was definitely a sense of what's going to happen next. Like, you felt like there was going to be another game or something. With this, it doesn't really feel like that. It feels like Ganon's gone, and he just basically just left. I don't know, like he just gave up. But you don't get that sense of you beat Ganon once it's over, because he's still out there, and if there's no telling where the people form of Ganon is without his rage form. So that is another thing that was basically my main complaint on the game. And I'm gonna conclude this with one final big hook I had on this game, and that was, I love the way this game makes you feel like you are, you are more control over what the characters do, or at least what Link does, because of you being able to finish the game easily, by quickly going to Ganon and not going through the whole story part. Or you can fight the Divine Beast, get them freed, and then fight Ganon, which is a much better ending. I suggest doing that, but I just really liked how it let you go anywhere you wanted to. It was one of my favorite parts of this game, and it was something that I will definitely want to see in its sequel. And in its sequel, I hope that they build on the story of Ganon. I know that Hyrule Warriors is coming out, Age of Calamity. This is why I made this review in the first place. But this review also is like a little recap to what happened for me on what happened in the story-wise and what I want to see in the next games. Like Ganon's story, maybe Ganon might actually die this time and he'll never be seen again, and the evilness of Ganon would take control of another evil, and then that would be the thing Link has to fight. Or maybe the whole heroes and stuff will be changed. I don't know, that probably won't happen, but it's okay to imagine what could happen. And, well, with that, I guess there goes my review of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I hope you really enjoyed this review. It took me a long time to make it, and as you can see from the length of this video, it's much longer than other videos I have done on this channel. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe, comment to J02 Reviews, and I will see you next time. Bye.